Hello, and welcome to the Inside Actor Studio. Today, our guest on the show is filming the role of King Claudius in this week's upcoming Broadway play, Hamlet. The actor has been in over 20 Hollywood films, receiving nominations for Best Ensemble Acting the Screen Actors Guild Awards for 3 years in a row, and finally has won in 2000 for his role in The Return of the King. He has also won other awards including European Films Awards, Hollywood Festival Awards, Empire Awards, and Teen Choice Awards, and has been nominated for many others. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Orlando Bloom.
Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Bloom.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, just working hard on this upcoming production, just trying to perfect everything.
Okay, so let's begin today. To begin with, sir, where were you born?
I was born and raised in Kent, England, in a small section called Canterbury.
Okay, that sounds lovely. Tell me, Mr. Bloom, when getting into character, does your background and heritage help you do so?
Well, I don't think my heritage necessarily helps me get into character since I don't really know much about it. But when it comes to a historical background and where I'm from, I think just being from England and being in a government where the king is the ruler has helped me understand a lot about the character as well as the plot. There's a lot of desire in such a position, and it makes you realize, especially in medieval Denmark, that people will go to some pretty extreme extents to attain it.
Okay. What kind of person is this character?
In my eyes, he's a very cruel man, a very villainous yet crafty man who does anything in his power to better his own situation. The guy killed his own brother, and so he could just be the king. This, to me, displays his insecurity and jealous nature, and on the whole, I'd describe Claudius as a madman.
In what ways has society or the government affected the character, or vice versa?
He himself immensely affects society. For the king, and his state of mind is reflected in his society. There's a part in the play where Rosencrantz and Guildenstern take notice of the king's frazzled state and deduce that the king is in an unhealthy place, and therefore Denmark would also be in a very unhealthy place. So the king himself has a strong effect on society.
How did you personally attempt to convey your character, and what message were you to get across?
Personally, I wanted to portray Claudius as the villain that he was, and to show that he was the mad one instead of Hamlet. So, he was Hamlet throughout the play was portrayed as the madman, but he was simply trying to avenge the death of his father, and Claudius was just killing the whole play. So, I'd describe him as the madman, and that's really how I wanted to portray and get the message across that he was the bad guy, not Hamlet.
Yeah. Mr. Bloom, it was my pleasure to have you on the show, and I wish you the best of luck in your production of Hamlet.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.